Guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is about 13 beginner friendly books that you can read if you are a beginner, you are starting reading. And yeah, let's dive into the video right away. So the first thing, you have to select a genre that you want to read. What is a genre now? Genre is the type of content that you consume. If you consume thriller movies or comedy movies or romance movies, you can start by those genres for books as well. Personally, I'll recommend you that you can start by like thriller movies or comedy movies. No, it's not about movies, it's about books. You can start by those books. Why? Because you will dive into them, you will binge read them. If you start by something like Atomic Habits, this is a book on productivity, so you might get bored and you might not like to read this book. So yeah, selecting the genre is very important. Now the first genre that I am picking up right now is thriller, because I started with thriller. So the first book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is a book, a series actually. This has 3 books in it, and you might think, oh my god, it has so many pages, like just see how thick this series looks like. But if you start by reading this, you'll know that this feels like nothing. For some context, I will tell you about what is there in this book. So this book is on a murder case of Andy Bell, who in Kilton Grammar School, and there is also a girl named Pip who is investigating on this case for her school project. And then because everyone in the city thinks that Sal is the killer, but she knows that he is not the killer, someone else must be the killer. So she has to find this out, and we are reading how she finds this out. So this has 3 books and whatever, you can start by this. The second thriller book is The Housemaid's Secret. I went to the Daryaganj market, the Sunday book market in Delhi, Mahila Hut book market. This has 3 names, I don't know why. And I right away bought the second part of The Housemaid's Secret. The next genre that is a very good genre I will suggest to you is mythology, and the first book of mythology which I am reading is The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. I have only read for like 128 pages right now, and I'm in love with this book. This book is on Mahabharat from Draupadi's perspective. She has also written a book on Ramayan from Sita Mata's perspective, and that book's name is The Forest of Enchantments. And after completing this book, I will go into my school library and get that book issued and read right away. Whatever. Yeah. So that was a mythology book that I will suggest you. Now comes a comic kind of book, which is, it is a series basically, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You can take any of the books that are available. These are all the books that are available, and these are not interrelated on each other. The series is not interrelated like The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but this is a must read book if even if you are 7 or 8 years old. And this is like a comic book, you will feel it like a comic book. The next is Harry Potter, fantasy wale genre mein, and which I have not read yet. But many of the people say that you have not read Harry Potter, you are not a reader, whatever. So that was a fantasy book. Then is a fiction book named Sudha Murthy, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. The first story, how I taught my grandmother to read, was in my 9th grade's first chapter for fiction, and I loved the first story of that book. So I bought this book, and I have read the 3 or 4 stories, and I really liked this book. And this also has the words that you do not have to Google. I didn't have to Google translate any of the words in it. Then comes a genre of which is a not so interesting genre. You might get bored reading this genre, and this genre is productivity. So, starting with Atomic Habits, which I bought from Peer Pressure. Peer Pressure? It's Peer Pressure. I bought this book. Then The Compound Effect. I have read this book by Darren Hardy. I'm sorry if I am not taking the right name of the book. And this is also a very good book. I've read this, and this book is on compound effect, which means like day by day you are compounding something. If you are, keeping 1 rupee today, then next day 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 4 rupees, one day you will have this much money with spending nothing, something like that. Then there is a book on procrastination, that is Do It Today. This is also a very good book. Well, I have not read that book yet, but yeah, this is good. Then The Power of Subconscious Mind, and this is also a very good book. Many of the people have recommended it. Then there is a series, I don't know if this is a series or whatever, it's called Ikigai. Many of the people only know about this book, the first one, but this also has a second part, the Ikigai journey. And basically this has the theory and this is the practical part. So whatever, you can start by reading this genre too, but if you ask me, this might make you feel boredom. So start by fiction only. That is my recommendation. If you are a very serious person, you can definitely start by productivity books or non-fiction. Then there are 2 books of finance that both of them I have not read, and my dad has read both of them, and he said that these 2 books are very good. So I'm also recommending these. Now while making this video, I remembered that in fiction I only suggested you this book, but I also have some great recommendations like Matilda, written by Ronald Dahl, and The Chocolate Story, something like that it was. And both of them I read from our school library, and that was a very good book. Then there is also a book that is in my TBR list, which I will get from the library, which is The Diary of a Young Girl, written by Anne Frank. And these are all the books that I'm recommending to you, and you can definitely start by any of them. Selecting your genres, I have recommended like 5 to 6 genres to you, and you can start by any of them. And if you like any of the genres and any of the books, and you dive into reading by this video, you can thank me by subscribing to my channel, or liking my video, or sharing it to your friends who want to start reading books. Thank you. Bye bye.